Hello guys, today I want to record this video for beginners. So this is would be my first video. So I will try to create as many as I can. So first one, it's about for sure about tactic, about the most common tactic in chess. So this is fork. So first of all, let's take a look which pieces can make a fork and what is it fork at all. So fork, it's when we're attacking few pieces simultaneously. So for example, when our knight attacking, let's say, bishop and rook. So our knight simultaneously attacking two pieces, sometimes even more, sometimes even 3, 4, but it's still called fork. It's still called double attack. So and also interesting that all our pieces capable for double attack or fork. So you know already about knight. Then bishop can also attack in two pieces simultaneously. So this is also fork. The same idea about queen. Queen can also attack few pieces simultaneously. The same about rook. So rook can attack two pieces on the same line. And even our pawn also can make a fork. So attacking two pieces in the same time. And for sure our king. Our king, he is very active in the end game when there is not too many pieces. And then even king can attack few pieces simultaneously. So all our pieces are capable to make a fork, and we have few types of forks. So first one, when we're attacking king and another piece. So this is first type. Sometimes we can attack just two pieces. This is second type. And sometimes we can attack one piece and we create checkmate net, checkmate threat. So we're attacking this one. Oh, sorry. We're attacking this rook, and also we protected h7, then queen h7 mate. So then white, you need to play very attentive just to prevent this mate if it's available. If not, yeah, then and this type, third type, it's the most tricky one, because as usual beginners more um, worried about material and do not really attentive about mate, and that's why this is very common mistake in games of beginners. So that's why, yeah, this is the most tricky one type, but as usual you see it's not only about uh, weakness of piece. Sometimes we will able to attack also squares. So then not every time double attack it's only about two pieces. So sometimes we can attack one piece and create checkmate threat. So today I will show you some simple positions. So this is called fork level 1. This is from my studies on lead chess. And here, first one, we see that black king is open and black knight is unprotected. This is weakness. So unprotected piece, it's every time weakness. So then if you see that, you need to check attentive. Maybe you can trap this knight, maybe you can find double attack, and here we have double attack. So we have fork, check, and attacking the knight. So king d8, for example, and we take this knight. So this is very typically attack. we typically check from a4 and attacking unprotected pieces on 4th rank. Sometimes we can use h5 as well, check from this way and attacking unprotected pieces on 5th rank. The same for black. So queen a5 or queen h4, it's very typically forks. Then second one, most of uh, beginners will told you immediately like queen h5, I will take this pawn, but we have better solution. So that's why never play too rush, never um, make automatically moves, especially if you are a beginner. You need to play very attentive and concentrated, and that's why if you will take a look a little bit longer, you will find this unprotected piece. So we need to look in for weaknesses in opponent position. Yeah, h5 it's weak. Yeah, we can capture it right now, but much better it's take whole piece, whole bishop, not just pawn. So that's why it makes sense. Queen b1, attacking this king and attacking unprotected bishop. So that's why every unprotected piece, this is weakness. So then we need to take a look attentive and check all available possibilities. Then here we have pawn fork. So king and rook not so far from each other, and then b4 attacking both simultaneously. Sorry. And then after king b5 takes c5, extra rook for white. Here king and bishop on the same line. So this is also not good for black because rook e4 and double attack. So then c4 and extra rook. Next one, we have two unprotected pieces and they are disconnected with his own rook, with his own pawn. So then we can even attack with our king. So king d4 attacking both, and because of disconnection they cannot protect each other, and then black will down a piece. So you see in most of our examples the main thing it's unprotected piece. So that's why make sure that there is no unprotected piece in your position, or at least if there is nothing dangerous for now for your unprotected pieces. Here also one of our ideas is when two pieces on the same diagonally line or file or rank and they are both unprotected. So bishop f6 attacking d8 and h4. And after, for example, rook e8, we are down a knight. Then here, white to move. So black rook is too far from king. This is huge weakness as well because she is unprotected. So if we will stay near king, then it's fine. Only you will move too far from your king, then this rook is target. Here is the same, queen g4, and we have double attack. So king f4 and queen c8, done. Here pawn fork, also king and rook close to each other, then e6 attacking both. Next one, again, if we will find unprotected pieces, there are two of them, and we can attack it even by king. So king d5 attacking both, and there's no way to protect both. Here knight fork, or I guess the most common fork, the most common double attack, and one of the most simple. But anyway, we need to take a look attentive and check attentive all our possibilities with knight. So here we can attack all black pieces at once. So, but for sure that makes sense to capture this queen, the most valuable piece. Then we have pawn fork. Looking like we have double attack right now against white, but we can protect our king and create double attack like counter fork. And then take this, and win in position for white. Then here, looking like this knight still close to king. So just one move and he's still fine, but there's not enough tempos, so queen f5 can attack him right now, and he cannot go closer to this knight. So king g7 and down knight. Then here also endgame, and you remember that in endgame our king is very active piece. That's why king c6 and attacking two pieces. Then something like rook b4 and we are down whole knight. Then here it's white to move. So guys, you can just pause this video and try to solve this puzzle with your own, and then just check right solution after. So here it's white to move and try to find the best fork here. So you can stop this video and try to find the best solution. You can write down on paper and then just check is it correct or no. But right solution here, knight f6. So we're attacking king, attacking queen, and also we protected our rook. Very often beginners told me that rook g4 it's also double attack. Yes, it's also double attack, but after queen g4, knight g4, and king g7, then we have draw. There is no material, and king against king, this is draw. So that's why it makes sense knight f6 protects this rook and make double attack against king and queen, and then we have simple winning position here. So knight and rook against king. Next one, here it's knight fork. So try to find fork with your knight, and here it's knight g5. So attacking this king and this bishop. For example, king f6, knight g4, and then we are down two pieces. Here, black to move. So lots of students told me that queen g3. This is fork. So yes, this is fork as well. We're attacking two pieces. But for example, after, let's say, knight b1, queen e1, king f1, still we just take one pawn. Yes, it's still winning position for black, but anyway, for now there is no mate. Probably he will try king e3 with mate, but much better here just immediately attack another unprotected piece. So this knight. So we can attack queen a7 and attacking king and knight on a3, but not queen d4, because looking like we can attack bishop and king, but not make sense to attack bishop by diagonally and rook by straight line. So we need to attack bishop by straight line and rook by diagonally, but not in other way, because after we will just lose our queen. That's why queen a7 and extra knight. Next one here, black to move. So what do you think about this position? Again, if you were looking for weaknesses, you will find two unprotected bishops. So then you can go on fourth rank and attack in both. And then wherever he will play, you will capture one of them. So that's why you see very often we have unprotected pieces. So that's why this is a huge potential weakness. Here, pawn fork. So it's black to move. Black just can capture at c4 and then attacking two knights simultaneously. Then here again black to move, but again white rook is too far from king. So if you have rook in the end game, so try to place this rook near king, or if it's too far, so make sure that it's protected with other piece. If not, then it's a very simple maneuver to win this rook just with double attack. So queen b2, king g8, and queen a1 down a rook. Here we have pawn fork, so it's black to move, and d5. d5 looking like we jumping through the en passant. So looking like he can capture it, but this pawn is pinned. And then we're down a queen. So queen d5, take, and whole rook extra for black. Then we have black to move, and here also fork. So there is not too many pieces, so looking like might be knight fork. And here we go, knight b5, attacking this king and this bishop. So this pawn will block our king, so he cannot go on d3 and protect bishop. He need to go somewhere else, and then we will lose this bishop. So knight d4. Then here it's black to move. Again, our king it's active, and that's why we still can attack two pieces. So attacking knight and rook, and extra piece for black. Here also our king is very active, and we can attack knight and bishop simultaneously. Here white to move, and again be attentive, so do not attack bishop by diagonally. This is very typically mistake for beginners when they try to attack bishop by diagonally. So this does not make sense. The same like if we will attack in rook by straight line. So that's why we need to attack this bishop by straight line. So from a file or 8th rank. And then we have a4, attacking king and bishop. And after king e7, just take this bishop. Here also we have unprotected bishop. So knight is protected, so not make sense to attack this knight. But bishop it's still without defender, so attacking this bishop and this king. King d7 and queen a5. Almost done here. Then white to move here, and there is two unprotected pieces. So this knight is unprotected and this pawn still unprotected. So looking like knight is more valuable, right? So makes sense to take this knight. But after this, for example, we can still take this rook h3, and yes, it's still winning, but we need to spend some time uh, for realizing this advantage. So let's take a look. Maybe we have something better, and then yes, we can take just pawn for now, but then we're attacking all black pieces. So for example, king h4 and take this rook. So now it's much easier win this endgame, queen against knight, than previous queen against rook. So then it's made on a6 at least. So knight, we can even catch this knight, I guess. So then it's much easier for white. Here, white to move. So we have a rook, and like you remember, we're attacking only by files and ranks. Then rook e4 attacking bishop and knight, and there is no way to escape for black. Here, white to move, and we have knight fork. So knight jump on d2, attacking c4 and e4 rook. And for example, rook c2, take e4, and huge advantage for white. Here also rooks too far from each other and from king, but it's if it's two rooks, it's not really dangerous sometimes if they can protect each other. So if they are connected or they can protect each other fast. So for example, if king will stay on c7, our double attack will not so dangerous because rook h8, and we will protect each other. But with this king on d8, this move is not available. And then after queen g2, there is no way to save both rooks. So then just something like rook c8, and we are down the rook. Here, black to move, so we have huge advantage. Queen against two pawns and knight, and this knight and pawn, they are both unprotected. So then we're looking for fork. Here our fork from f7, and then take this knight. Here we have black to move, so looking like white still have small advantage, like it's not small advantage, actually it's equal. So 6 pawns by 6, because our rook cost 5 pawns, minor pieces are 3, but black can take this c4, protect his knight, and then take opponent rook, and then 2 minor pieces extra, and we still can checkmate it with bishop and knight. And the last position, it's black to move. Again, knight on the same diagonally with king. So this is weakness. This is trouble for white because bishop d3, sorry, e6, and then take on h3, and extra bishop for black. So you see, unprotected piece, this is huge weakness, especially in the end game, but in the opening as well. There is lots of tactics in the opening when we can use fork and win extra material uh, against unprotected pieces. And here also, this is very common tactic. So I showed you just the most simple examples for now, but next my video will be a little bit harder, but also about fork. So it would be fork level 2. And hopefully guys, this video will helpful for you and will help you to improve your knowledges step by step. So join my Twitch channel, YouTube channel as well, and we'll be in touch. Thank you guys, see you later.